Welcome to your second Elite Leaders training. And this one's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be more around selling, which the original content was for it to be about conversational selling. And I did include that worksheet on your email and in the Facebook group so that you guys have that for your reference. But the material is really going to be more around some alternative selling methods and holiday tips because it's the perfect time for that. Hello, Kathy and Eileen and Tiffany and Gemma. I see you guys on Facebook. Thank you for joining. Yes, Tina, there will be a playback. The live version will actually stay in our Makeup Marketing Online Facebook group, or I always upload to my YouTube channel. So make sure you're subscribed there. I really try, videos are something that I still really enjoy doing. So that's probably one of my most active forms of training that I do right now. So let's get started. Are you guys loving the days of deals so far? We're on day 3. Our customers got to pick a Matitude liquid lipstick with their $60 purchase. I love these kind of deals, just having something to wake up and be like, ooh, what's the deal of the day? Something to share with my customers. Something to share with my team. It just makes it more exciting. I'm hoping that there's something big in store for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and there has been in the past, so I would expect something big coming our way. I don't know that we'll hear about it much ahead of time, but I'm sure it will be good. So make sure that you are up to speed with Avon and following them on social media. They have been moving things around quite a bit. Honestly, I've been struggling a little bit to figure out where everything is now. I did like it when they shared from the Avon USA page because I could so easily share all those trainings to our team groups. So hopefully we'll figure out a way to be able to see those more easily. I just think if it's go to webinar and it's off Facebook and people aren't able to catch it, you know, because someone shared it, I think we're all going to miss out a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. Things are changing rapidly, so we'll see. Campaign 25, important dates. So our online store always switches over on the Tuesday that we close out. So yesterday we switched over to campaign 25 on our customer website. And today was the first day of ordering for campaign 25. Campaign 24 is always an exciting brochure. This year, of course, is going to look differently for just about everything. So I think we need to keep that in mind with our expectations and just continue to do the best that we can. And if we do, we have no regrets. So campaign 26 is Wednesday, November 25th through Tuesday, December 11th. And the online store, the 27th, oh, I forgot to update that slide. That'll happen sometimes. I have a lot of content, so I'll go in and borrow slides here and there, and sometimes those typos happen. But anyhow, I know that things are, it's hard to be self-motivated right now. It's hard to be self-disciplined right now. I am right there with you guys, but I'm pushing myself through it and doing the work even if I don't feel like it. And I'm trying to bring the energy to my team and keep things moving and exciting. And I hope that you can do the same. I know that there's so many disruptions in our lives right now, but look to Avon as something that you can somewhat control, at least your output. You may not be able to control the input, but I think having our Avon business and something like that to focus on, somewhere to go creatively, is really helpful at a time like now. So try not to get discouraged. And hey, I think it's pretty normal to be discouraged right now, just in general. So fight through it. I fight through it every day. Today, I'm in a great mood, feeling good. Other days aren't so great. So just know that you're not alone. And I hope that you just use all of your energy and motivation and dive into your Avon business, because this is the most important time of the year. Social selling group. So this is where Avon is now posting a lot of their content. It was formerly the Avon social group. So this is how you can find it. Make sure you're a part of that. Even if you're on Team Momentum, I would love it for you to get involved in the community and start your own leadership trends and sharing and tips with the rest of the community. I'd love to see some of Team Momentum be more vocal and out there. So I challenge you on that. Marianne's trying to work jobs simultaneously. It's tough. I feel like quitting 2 times a week. Hey, that's not so bad compared to some people. LOL, shaking my head. Yes, I think we can all feel each other's pain right now. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I think things are going to turn around very soon here. So I went and gathered some data from the National Retail Federation, also did some research on beauty trends, how they're being affected, how beauty retail is being affected by COVID. So I learned some interesting things. It turns out that people aren't going to be spending that much less on gifts than last year. People are going to be spending more on non-gift holiday items, and they're going to be spending a little bit less on non-gift purchases. So always interesting to see the shopping and consumer trends and see how we can use that information and apply it to our business. So what would convince consumers to start shopping earlier than usual? A sale or a promotion? Ding! That would definitely be me. I think that with Amazon and everything being driven so far online, it's opened up this huge competitive marketplace. And it's almost sad because I think it's a race to have the lowest price no matter what. And so it makes it hard for companies that have great quality products and don't want to just discount it to death. So we really have to think creatively about how we can excite our customers and promote our sales and new products without giving them away. And retail imports, you can see that the trend is still going upwards. I looked at my team sales and it looked a little bit like this. So it's always interesting to chart it out and keep track of your own numbers so that you can see how far you've grown and how you're doing compared to years in the past, and even maybe some forecasting about how you're going to be doing. Any questions right now? I'll take a little break and check in. All right, silence, that's good, I think. So total retail sales and then online sales growth. So again, we're not seeing a huge drop in retail sales because of COVID. And we are still seeing a lot of growth in the online arena. Let's see. Retail research forecasts 2020 holiday e-commerce sales growth to more than double to at least 40%, putting e-commerce's share of total retail sales in November and December at 39%. Wow. So if you are dead against working online, you no longer can afford to be. You have to play in that arena, and it is the wave of the future. So you don't have to go fully there, but get yourself familiar, get your feet wet, see what it's all about, and start learning slowly about it. I have never been on Amazon. Wow. I'm a little bit obsessed with Amazon. It is way too convenient. So I graphed out my own personal sales here, and these numbers include my online sales. So just wanted to, again, demonstrate how my overall sales have been up and down through the years, but you'll see the huge amount of growth that I've seen in my online business as I've gone on as a rep. And so here's another slide where I took from last year. I always think it's cool to compare data and see what's changing. So last year, my online store was outpacing my retail store. My online store has been a little bit quiet. Not awful, of course, but a little bit more quiet than usual. And I don't know if that's the difference in the free shipping amount being 60 instead of 40. I do think that plays into it a little bit because overall this year, my online sales have been down 9%. My overall sales are down 7%. So in the grand scheme of things, for a pandemic, we should be very grateful that our industry is not getting killed by what's happening. In Illinois here, we still have our restaurants closed. So that is playing a big part in how slow my retail store is. But we all just have to deal with those changes and keep pushing ourselves to try and be creative and think outside of the box. They have free shipping on 50 now for promotion. Where's that at? For Avon? I thought it was still 60. Where is that posted at? Oh, I know what you're talking about. I can't get the promotional tool to work. I think I'm going to have to contact technical support, but yes, good point that there is a free shipping offer for the promotional tool. I swear it's because of the size of my address book, because it just cycles and cycles, and then I get a parsing error. I've seriously tried to create a promotion like 20 times over the last day. It's not working. Anywho, I did want to show you sales by product type. Bath and Body is growing. And I also read this in the beauty trends during COVID. It makes sense that makeup is down. So eyes, lips, and face are down. It said hair care and Bath and Body and skincare are all growing. All right. Moving on. So how can we promote the customer website? Here's an example of my neon label that I'll put on front of the book. Now I'll either put the dates that they can shop in between. Mary is an amazing online seller, and she's saying it's not working now because we have too many customers. That's what I thought, and it makes me so upset. I was able to get some of it to work, and then I did make the mistake of uploading more customers and now I can't get it to work. But the 10% off 40, I had almost $500 in sales from it. So I was pretty excited at those results. So hopefully, Mary, maybe you and I can talk to someone and figure out how to get that working again. For the rest of you, go in there and take advantage of those promotions. A lot of them are free to the representative. You have nothing to lose. Your customers do have to have an email address attached, and they have to be subscribed to your emails. And so you set it up. You have to set it up for the following day, and then it tells you how long you can make it for. So I like to keep them between 7 and 14 days. I usually mess with things to see what works out the best. Okay, good. Mary says they're working on fixing it. I know, I saw like 5 new offers and I was all excited, and I can't get them to work, but I will be patient. So use the digital catalog and the promotional tool to create special offers for your online customers. So I have run about 8 or 9 promotions from the promotional tool. I will tell you the one that has given me the most revenue is the 10% off 40, followed by any of the free ones that included a new. So that free a new vitamin C serum was a big one. And then I think one of the A boxes that had a new in it was another one of my top performing promotions. So whenever you guys are doing marketing like that, keep track of those results and use it to make decisions going forward. So continue to build that email, text, and mail list. I don't know about you, but I do feel like it's getting harder and harder to cut through the noise, and probably because it's an election year, people are tired of the noise. So I am sort of feeling like my message is getting lost, but I am definitely not giving up in my consistency or my tenacity. How do we find all the posting? I'm playing with Carvana, but running out of pictures. Kimberly, the only place I know is to find them in that Avon Social Selling Facebook group. I have quite a few from Avon Social that I've saved. So if you're looking for anything in particular, let me know and I might have it. Giving out samples. So I've really been struggling at my store to get my customers to try some of these more expensive products. And I think I'm gonna just do like a little sample baggie and start giving them some of the new products. Sampling can be expensive if you're doing it on a big scale. And I usually stay away from it because I have testers in the store. But I have to convert these customers somehow. So I'm thinking, especially in November and December, that I'm gonna make up little sample goodie bags for my customers. And then I'm also gonna get those collagen ampules and put one in there. So do email and text marketing, even if it's feeling less effective than normally. Post consistently on social media, and then analyze your traffic sources to figure out where it's best to spend your time. Okay, so oh, this is a repeat. I wanted to get rid of that last one because I actually liked these pictures better. This is the same slide, but what I did want to show you here is that you can use Campaign Mailer as your catalog mailing service. It's less expensive than it is for me to take a book and mail one out to a customer. So I don't use it every campaign anymore because it can get costly, and I am trying to get away from paper. But especially at holiday time, I think it makes sense to invest in your brochures and getting them out there to your customers. So if you're not familiar with that website, you can go to campaign-mailer.com. Be sure to, use my name as a reference if you decide to sign up. They've been running a promotion and I get a gift card every once in a while, so that's always cool. But if you don't want to, you don't have to use my name. Just referring back to some recent incidences where I get accused of like trying to use you guys for bad reasons, which I don't. Anywho, online tips. So share links from your Avon website. You can share from each product page. Where it doesn't really make sense to be doing that like on Facebook or Twitter, just sharing. It does make sense to do it on Pinterest. So you can build up those boards. You can make a board all about the Avon She products. So be sure that you're really paying attention because there are social media tools built in almost everywhere on our website. Get images and ideas from Avon Social Selling Group. And here's another idea, Kimberly, is to go to Avon's Pinterest. Maybe they have pictures on there that you can use. Go to Avon Products. They have the worldwide company has some images that we can use too, I believe. Always do your research when I say that you're allowed to do something. So my friend bought me like this Boss Mom coffee cup and it was so cute. And I was using it for the first time yesterday morning and I went to go take a drink and the whole handle just fell off. My coffee spilled everywhere, all over my keyboard and mouse. So I think my mouse is dead and that's why I'm not. And let's see, escape. Yep, that would be it because the enter works. All right, we're back in business.
What happened?
Sorry about that. I just hit enter. Well, if you want to get me another.
Did you turn this off then?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's why I stopped doing it. All right, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna let you borrow my mouse from work. I need to have this back.
Thank you. Rob's gonna let me borrow his mouse.
Well, it's the closest one I have.
Okay.
You gotta give it back to
I
me.
feel very special.
You should.
Okay, so campaign 22 to 26 are traditionally our hot Christmas sales books. Campaign 2 is gonna begin our new cycle and it will also count as the last cycle for 2020. So this is getting a little confusing because normally we go campaign 1 to 26 and that's how it always goes. It does get a little messy when campaign 26 ends way before Christmas. So I'm not sure what they're gonna do to work that out. But for this year, campaign 2 is gonna count twice. So here are my sales tips for Q4. This is a really bad thing to say because they are running short on catalogs and I don't know why. I am frustrated for those of you that didn't get them. The only thing I can say is try to order them as soon as possible, as soon as they're available. And if for some reason they're not available, use your digital and online replacements. Also substitute with some of the flyers. I know that doesn't always solve the frustration, but hopefully it's a couple workarounds to help you get through it. Make sets up for easy shopping. People love simplicity at the holidays and anything that's gonna save them time or money. So offer free gift wrap. Do an open house event. I especially like the idea of having an open house so that the crowds aren't there at the same time. People can be coming at different times. You could even get those cute little Christmas masks that are now available in a pack of 3 or 4 and give them out as gifts as they walk in. Just because we have to social distance and do things differently doesn't mean that we have to get fully away from some of those ideas that really help our grow our sales in Q4. And then any demos that you can have on hand definitely help closing the sale. I am excited to see so many fragrance samples for us to purchase. Keep a master book on hand. If you can't get books, tell them they can't keep it. Ask for it back and share it. And do free gift with purchase. I like a free gift with purchase because it brings up the amount that they're willing to spend, and it's not taking a whole lot of profit out of your pocket. Do craft fairs if there's any going on. Search on Facebook. There's Your Town vendor events. That's probably a group. Stock up on stocking stuffers so that you have those on hand for people to buy. Another idea is to, if you don't already, have a private Facebook group for your customers so that you can service them and do demos on there like you would if you were in person. Get social. A few of my favorite vendors are Nashville Wraps. They have cellophane bags, they have gift tie twisties, they have everything you can imagine for wrapping. And I've used them for years, very happy with them. Dollar Tree has cute little trinkets you can include to dress up your packaging. They also have that bright, or the tinsel that you can put at the bottom of the gift sets, and tins and everything else. You can do mugs. Hopefully they don't break like the one I had. And then there's Vistaprint for printing out your marketing materials. I also use Overnight Prints as a vendor for postcards. Diane, I'm not gonna answer a question about whether vendor events are safe. Just because I'm saying something doesn't mean that I fully recommend it right now. Everyone has such different opinions and views on how we should be doing things right now, and we all live in different areas. So I'm just gonna speak from ideas, and I'm not gonna be the one to call the safety factor of it. That's not my place, and yeah, I definitely recommend doing things in a very safe manner. And if they can't, then I say skip it. Obviously, our health is most important, but I like to try and figure out ways that we can still be successful despite all the challenges. And so I do like the idea of an open house better than a vendor event because it's at your home. If it's nice, maybe you guys live in an area where it's still warm, you could even do it as a garage event or a backyard event. I will include the slides on the recording so you guys can look through these. These are just some ideas about what to do before, during, and after an open house. And again, I've included some of my ideas that I've done in the past. Hang on one second. Izzy's scratching at the door. Okay. I definitely have a work from home environment. Thank you guys for being patient with me. So I've had events before. We've brought in makeup artists and they've used our makeup to do free makeovers for people. I've tried just about everything, I think. I really like to use constant contact, social media. I'm doing my best to leverage all of my online channels that I can right now. I already utilize them so much that I don't know what more I can do or how I can tweak it to get better results. Here's some more ideas. Organize a dad's or a husband's shopping event. Maybe tell them you'll supply the beer and give them recommendations for the women in their lives. You can do a cookie exchange party. Nah. I'm going to leave that one right there. Take us with you to your holiday parties. So bring the tools of the trade and be sure that the hostess gets a gift from Avon. You could do like a spa, maybe. You don't have to use the products, but you could have it spa themed. You could do a jammy party. That would be a good idea. Latte and lipstick. Holiday helpers. So maybe you want to give someone 10% off if they collect orders for you. I know a lot of these are suggestions that a lot of you have heard several times, but I know for me, it never hurts to go back and be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that idea. Here's some of the gift sets that we've made up in the past. You can see like the sleep mask, the little mirrors, pocket mirrors, the socks. Those are all Dollar Tree purchases. And then the tinsel and the pre-tied ribbons are from Nashville Wraps. And then you can see like the fragrance ones we have in those Christmas boxes turned upside down. So I'll actually add $2 to $3 to the price of that set just because of the packaging and the time that went in to make that up for them. And then these are just some of the common brands or common products that we'll use in some of those gift sets. I try to make up one of every fragrance because those definitely move really well. So does Skin So Soft and so does Moisture Therapy. This year, you guys, my Bath and Body sales have been higher than my makeup sales, and that is not common at all. Usually it's makeup or skincare. So be focusing on your Bath and Body right now. So if you were to have a holiday event, you can even look at this as ideas for if you have a holiday open house, just some of the materials and things that you want to have on hand. On Black Friday, we always use our Wheel of Fortune and people get so excited to spin it. So we'll let them spin it. I think last year we did that they got to spin for every $20 that they spent. So we'll take a bunch of our hand creams or makeup bags or whatever we have, and we'll let them spin the wheel, and they just love doing that. So maybe you can think of a way to do something like that. I know, I think Marianne actually had got scratch off tickets somehow made. So maybe that's an idea to kind of spice up the holidays, even though we can't do all this fun stuff that we normally do. Hi, Modupe. I see you if you're still on here. And then this is an idea that you might want to use in the future at vendor events. We have a giveaway drawing similar to the sweepstakes that's online. They fill out their information, and then we can follow up with them as a customer, and we'll have their address and phone number and email address. So I always give my Bunko girls an A box. I think it's great to gift Avon because some people still have the wrong idea about us and our products. And so when you give it to them for free, they definitely try it. And most of them end up come shopping at my store because they love the products that they get. So always try to stock up on those A boxes if you can and your customer didn't take advantage of it. And then I also just like the way that our website is set up. It can help you think about the different ways to categorize a holiday. So then you could go and do a blog post about this, or you could do a social media post. You can ask your customer, what's your budget? And then you can go and look at all the ideas under these areas. Here's a shopping list. So you could print this out and put a copy in with every book. I did upload a lot of these files last week to the Makeup Marketing Online Facebook group. If you're right at the top, it's right next to media and then files. Yes, Eileen is saying that she loves gifting Avon. She gets the A box and separates the items. Me too. Sometimes I'll give them out as full, like my Bunko girls, I give them each a full A box, but lately I've been getting them and splitting them up as new rep gifts. Okay, so here's an example of an offer that Avon has done, and they've done something like this very similar in the past years. So I'm hoping it's going to be something like this. I'm holding out for a shipping amount lower than $60, and hopefully they let us know ahead of time for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Have you guys heard anything? Anyone know the goods? No. Okay. You know what? I was disappointed. Maybe it's in campaign 1, but every year they have the holiday blockbuster, and it's like $50, and it's got like 2 or 3 new full-size products and a fragrance usually. I always get it for my teachers, and I don't see it yet. Have you guys seen that in any of the books? Oh, Pat got an email to get on the list for the details. I think I signed up for that. Nothing yet. Okay, we'll see. All right, maybe Avon, if you're listening, can you please make a holiday blockbuster that's in a flyer? I'm sad when I see traditions like that go. Okay, so these are just kind of all the ways that you can reach out, ways that you can reach people with your message, whether it's through video or photos or slides or blogs, whatever it is. There's so many different ways to communicate. So whenever you're doing an effort, think about it as a campaign, and how can you do that as a blog, through an email and a text. That way you're definitely hitting them and they're getting the message. I just did, since we're closing out the cycle soon here, I just did an email and a text to all my team members telling them how close they were to President's Club. If they were closer to Premier, I told them how close to Premier, and then I divided it out to let them know what they have to average in the 4 campaigns that were, or 5 campaigns that were left. So I did that through email and text. So that is a huge advantage of, depending on how big your team is, using something like Constant Contact and Project Broadcast, because you can put in those dynamic values and you can send the same message to everyone, but it has their personalized information in it. So again, just more ideas. Using campaign mailer at the holiday time is a good idea. And maybe it's to send out a book to all those pending representatives that have never placed an order. So think about ways that you can reach out to team members too, as you're doing customer campaigns. Are you on Instagram? Are you on Facebook? How can you use these different social media sites to spread the same message, same amount of time, but reach more people? I love YouTube. I think that you find more serious shoppers and more serious people that want to sign up on YouTube because they're there to learn something. Sometimes on Facebook and Instagram, it's more about the looks and the drama, and maybe people aren't as serious. So be careful where you're spending your time. sending thank yous. That's something that I was thinking of that I haven't done in a while. And maybe I'll start just sending thank yous to my best customers. I'm trying to do things differently because I feel like my same old isn't working right now. Always be growing your lists. Over 12 years, I now have 33,000 contacts. And you're always going to get unsubscribes. Hopefully, you're gaining more people than you are losing. So I like to think I'm losing the people that don't want to be there anyways. Michelle is saying spending your time in the right social media is an incredible tip. Yes, I cannot tell you how much I used to hang out on Facebook like years ago. And now you'll see me pop on and pop off. It's not the most effective tool for me anymore. So I'm very careful about using my time wisely on there. Just more ideas. And this one's a really good one. You may have to look at the amounts because this was created back when we had the graduated commission scale. So I did not do that kind of work on these, but this gives you an idea about doing a book party. I loved this idea. I think I got it in one of the groups. Be a smarty, host an Avon book party. So I will post all these slides, guys, and they'll be posted as JPEGs in an album if you want to use any of them to get a closer look. I see 2 hands raised. If you guys want to put it in the chat box, if you have questions. I don't really know why they put the hand raise in there because there's nowhere to talk to me besides the chat box. Where will the flyers be posted? So Carrie, let me bring Facebook over here. A lot of them are already posted in the files here. So holiday bills and bells, find a holiday helper. I posted a bunch of them last week. If there's one in particular that you're looking for and you're not finding it, you can message me and I will do my best to search on my computer for you. These are cute ones that I've saved over the years. I have so many files and I have too many folders of the same kinds of thing that it's not that easy for me to find it all. These are from some of the, what did they do? They did workshops last year. So these were kind of cute. Debt-free holidays, it's possible with Avon. Text yes to hear more. So maybe you could create a sign like that and hang it up somewhere. It's difficult right now, guys. I did see some of you talking in the Facebook group and we're saying like the command hook with hanging books on your car is still working. So you really never know what's going to work right now. Things are so different that just keep trying and try not to get frustrated. So you'll see here, I did a free A-box with every $50 store purchase. I really don't like to give discounts, but I am right now for my store customers. If they spend $50 or more, they get 20% off. That's my way of rewarding them for shopping in the store instead of online. Top 10 fragrance tips. So fragrance becomes a big seller in both November and December. So if you don't have demo bottles or samples already, I would order those with your next order. We have a bunch of fragrance samples available now. So become educated, and if not, I'm not that good at remembering like all the different fragrance notes. Have a one-pager or have the information from the website with you. I'm a big fan of like having a resource with me so I can be like, oh, well, let me see here, instead of just having no idea what to tell them. talk to your customers. Maybe that's picking up the phone right now because you can't go see them. Decide what to show them, sample the scent. If you have the whole bottle, it makes for a better display and it shows them the beautiful design of the bottle. Try it on their wrists, let it set for a while so they can see how it smells with their body chemistry. Offer a whole set so that it lasts longer if there's other products that go with it. Be confident, follow up, and yes, fragrance is giftable. Maybe you want to find a fragrance for herself and then help her find one for her mom. And don't forget the men. We have several men's fragrances as well. I wanted to show you all the different samples we had. Another idea right now during COVID is to do a sample mailing. So whether that's fragrance or it's skincare, you can mail them out and they can try the product without either one of you coming in contact with each other. Like I mentioned, order the sales flyers. So they're going to be a lot less money than the whole brochure, and they're a great way to get your name out there. And order brochures early if you can. So here's where I mentioned a skincare sample mailing. So this is, let's see, how to grow your email list. I think I have a webinar about that. I will try to find that and post the information in Makeup Marketing Online Facebook group. I'll make a note of that. Okay, so the skincare sample mailing. I have not done this for a while, and like I said, you guys, I'm trying new things because I keep grabbing permanent markers. I'm trying different things because I feel like my old tricks are starting not to work. So my thought was to go back. So this is in my web office. You can go to view customer history and you can search by a product and pull up all the customers that have purchased that. So my ideal Mission Lux Rev customer is probably already in a new customer. So maybe I want to say, hey, thank you for being a valued skincare customer. I would love for you to try some of these new products that we've just come out with, especially with skincare. People are a little bit nervous to try new skincare products. So sampling is super important. All right, I'm going to write grow email list so I remember that. We're almost done, guys. I came up with a lot of ideas today. I'm pushing myself, so I'm trying to share them with you guys as we go. So it looks like Regina had a little conversation. So you still can have conversational selling, even though it's a little more restrictive right now. So she met someone at Target and they complimented her perfume. So customer follow-up. I mentioned that I sometimes use campaign mailer, and here's what I did on campaign 24 and 5. I used both last people ordered 3 to 6 months ago, last people that ordered 6 to 12 months ago. So I realized that I have a big customer base. So depending on where you are, what your budget is, maybe you want to, maybe you're brand new and you just want to ask out on Facebook, hey, who would be interested in getting an Avon catalog? Maybe that's how you start building your list. And as your list grows, sometimes it costs too much to mail everyone. So then you have to start segmenting them down into smaller groups. So what I did, you can open up this list and it shows you their name, their order date, their email address, and phone number. So if you highlight and copy all that, you can copy it over into an Excel spreadsheet. And then I sent them a text message, and I lined up their email address in Constant Contact so that I could mail to them. So saying all that, hopefully Avon will be launching some more advanced products so that we can more easily export information from our online customers, so we can do follow-up mailings and do texting and group emails. Another great thing about Constant Contact is I can send out an email. So I just sent out an email today about the free lipsticks, the free Matitude if they spend $60. Well, I coded that click as makeup. So if someone clicks on that image, they're gonna go into my category, which you don't see, that says makeup, so that I know that they're a makeup customer. Where you would maybe wanna use that is right now for the days of deals where, what was the first day? The first day, I can't even remember. I know the second day was the trio of the lip balms. What was the first day, guys? Maybe you can help me. Anyhow, I took whatever list that was, and that's who I texted to. Mini Skincare Duo. Thank you, Amy. Yes, you are correct. So I took my skincare people and I text to them. That way, with the lipstick people, I could text to them. So I'm not texting the same group of people over and over. Patricia, where can you find the deals of the day? So if you go right to your own website in the morning, you will see it on there. I think it's also being shared in that social selling group of Avon's. A lot of times reps are sharing images and videos in there. I'm sharing it on social media in the morning. Okay, and another idea, if you are not yet doing some sort of loyalty program, you can see that this is becoming a very popular trend, and it's almost becoming more popular than discounting. And I can see why now, looking, at the numbers, that my loyalty customer spends almost $20 more than my non-loyalty customers. How do I reward them? When they get to $100, they get $10 off. So this is all done through Square. And I also bought generic gift cards from Square so that my customers can buy gift cards. So some sort of loyalty program, even if it is still a piece of paper where you check off, or you have a little lipstick stamper and you stamp it for them. So I wanted to end with some information about resilience, because I feel like we all need a little extra oomph in our day and our work week. So let's look at the modern definition of resilience, and it's advancing despite adversity. So that would be goal orientation, work towards your vision, be proactive, don't wait for adversity. Are you like looking for excuses? No, I can't do that because. Try to force yourself to say yes until you can't afford to keep saying yes to everyone. Both large and small everyday challenges are going to come your way. It's how you handle them that will affect your life. So 4 ways to increase resilience. Reframe how you think. That's not hard. Just think differently. Come on, guys. But no, you do have to talk and coach yourself and be your positive cheerleader and your mother and whoever, your butt kicker, whoever you need to be that for yourself. Get adequate sleep. find a substitute for sleep. So maybe you can't get much sleep. Maybe you need to meditate 10 minutes a day. And explore the power of positivity. Yay. Any questions, guys? How I wanted to tie this into leadership is that our business is a sales-based business. And at the end of the day, we need to teach our team members how to sell. And if what they're doing is not working, we need to be responsible for helping them figure out what can work, or giving them those ideas to go try it themselves. So while we don't want team members that are completely dependent on us, we do have to be their teachers, their coaches, and help them brainstorm for ideas about how they can be successful with or without us. All right, well, I will try to follow up on all the commitments that I mentioned. And if there's something that you really wanted to see that I'm missing, just comment in the Makeup Marketing Online group. And thank you guys for joining. I am going to take some of these slides and do some shorter videos and maybe go into a little more depth. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you for showing. Good night.